Hi guys, Dave Pinson here, Philippine Bible Ministries. I want to brag on my wife a little bit today. I was thinking about her this morning. We were going over what we're going to do for Christmas. Christmas is coming. We have our Bible studies. We always give gifts to the people who come, and I just wanted to show you guys a couple of things. So these are just these little towels we bought. So we also got these little calendars that have scripture in them, and we're gonna put a little pin or something in there, and we make up these little gift bags for the kids. Kids like to have like little notebooks. They love this kind of stuff. So we got these little notebooks and these cute little pencils. I just showing you the stuff with little things she does. Now we're gonna put some more, probably candy, and we actually have candy canes for them. The little pencils, pencil sharpeners. Um, Plus, she works on the crafts every week. Every week we have for the little kids. Well, actually, the kids Bible study. One of our one of our Bible studies is for kids. So she spends hours on these crafts. I should have. Oh, I want to show you one of the things she made. We have this creek cut where we can make our own crafts, which is very good if you're ever. You know. So here's the thing: if you ever do a Sunday school and don't you don't have to buy curriculum. Just send me a message and I can explain things to you. It's pretty simple. It's very simple. There's no reason to spend money on a curriculum. Of course, you do have to get certain things like crafts and stuff like that. So maybe, but she made these little. She made these. I think she got them from Pinterest. Then we got special paper and we printed them out. So we're gonna put little tags on them, and the kids will love them. Now for the youth, I think we're gonna give them little coffee mugs with hot cocoa and something else. I don't know, a pin or something. Anyway, little things she does. Um, God gave us. The other thing is, God gave us wives to make us humble. That's what J. Vernon McGee said that, and I love it because it's true. And what do I mean by that? Well, I don't know about you guys, but I have a tendency to think way too much of myself sometimes. And my wife will keep me right down where I need to be grounded, and that's very valuable. It's very blessed to have her here because I don't have anybody else here that I can speak to in English very much. So she's very important to me here, and the other thing is God gave her this amazing prayer life. So did I say who she is? So her name is Joji Ann Pinson, also known as Joji in America. Here they call her Jai. Everybody calls her Jai, or Auntie Jai. All the youth here call her, or the kids call her Auntie Jai. Everybody has names here. I have other names. We're not going to go into all that. But I have several nicknames. Most of the kids call me Uncle Dave, all the way up to the youth call me Uncle Dave, or the older ones call me Kuyo, the cousins. Anyway, Nina, Ninang. We all got nicknames. Um, so Joji, God gave her this amazing gift of prayer. I've shared this before, but I'm gonna share it again. Just a real quick story. The thing is understandable. Like, why does God always wake us up at 3 o'clock in the morning for prayer? That seems to be a thing in our life. I don't know about you, but it's always 3 a.m. I even saw YouTube videos on it. Why does God wake us up at 3 a.m.? I think it's for that still quiet voice, that time when there's nothing else happening and God just wants to get our attention. Or sometimes if we're stressed about something, He wants us to stop and not be stressed, and He wants us to pray. So that's a good time to pray. So I'm just going to tell you a quick story, and then this is just a short video how much I love my wife and how amazing she is, and I just want to brag on her a little bit because she is an integral part of this ministry, and every week she does the crafts with the kids. We have other people involved, and we're praying for more. By the way, I'm going to do a prayer video in a minute. Um, so when we were still in the States, this happened 2 times. In the middle of the night, the Lord woke her up and started putting on her heart about praying for human trafficking. Pray for these girls stuck in human sex trafficking. So she did. And then the next day, okay, I'm back. I had to pause to go get the true story from her. Between the two of us, we actually have a memory, but she forgets stuff too. So here's the story. Okay, so one night she had a nightmare about women trapped, and it scared the heck out of her. And she woke up and she felt like the Lord told her she needed to pray. And she said, "No, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not praying, Lord. I'm tired. Leave me alone." Please, just help me. I'm scared. She went back to sleep. It happened again. This time she did pray. So she started praying, Lord, if there's anyone out there who's trapped and something horrible is happening to them, please hear their cries and please release them. So the next day, as she's going through the Philippine news on YouTube, she sees that there's like I think 3 or 4, maybe 5 women who had escaped human sex trafficking in the Philippines. Right? Amazing, amazing. And then a few months later, the same thing happened again. A different, almost the same thing. Like she had the same kind of a dream. She gets up. This time, she has no hesitation. She just prays. The next day, there's a handful. Neither of us can remember the details, but it's more than a dozen women were on. They have these ships sometimes off the coast of the Philippines that are Chinese that are sometimes they're making fentanyl. They have gambling. They have prostitution. So they had these women that were rescued from that. So same thing because of her prayers. Now this isn't really bragging on her, to be honest with you. This is just something that hit my mind about what amazing prayer life she has, right? And now she's learned to, and she's very sensitive spiritually. She's sensitive. One time we were when we lived up in Northern California in the mountains, she was a substitute aide, and she would only work in my class. No, she'd work in other classrooms too. We needed the money, especially in those days. But she worked in my classroom sometimes, and she would help with the special needs kids. And one time we were having, and I want to say it was a fire. It wasn't a fire alarm. It was like a bomb alarm or something. Anyway, we had to leave the campus and go into this church nearby. There was a Mormon church, right? She couldn't go in. When she went in, she had this horrible feeling in her gut and her mind, and she felt like the Lord was telling her, "What are you doing in here? You don't belong in here. Get out of here." And I don't want to go into why that is, but basically, the word demonic is true when you're talking about that church. I'm sorry to say, but anyway, she's just got, and luckily for us, because she was working, that we had this one of the kids didn't want to be in there either, so she was able to take him outside, and it was fine. But she does have a spiritual discernment that I rely on, and I rely on her, and God just used her. And I'm just so grateful for her, guys. I'm just so grateful because otherwise I can't imagine how I could be here at all, because it's already kind of lonely, to be here. Just to be honest with you, but because she's my English speaking friend, and I'm just so grateful to have her, guys. So I just want to share that with you guys. I love you guys. Ta ta for now. I love my wife too. Don't tell her how great she is. I don't want it to go to her head. God bless you guys. Ta ta for now.